Howdy, folks. I'm Glistening Golden Waddle, gently glowing in gilded gleams.
I'm Amber.
And here are more gilded gleams for us to glow in, I guess. Reddit? I don't know. But that's a terrible tongue twister for today's very creepy episode. We're going to have a lot of creepy stories. Let's get started. None of them are golden. None. Alright folks, and our least creepy story of the day is titled, Am I a Jerk for Firing an Employee After Seeing What Posts She Had on Her Social Media? 6 months ago, we had a new hire in the company that I work for as an HR manager. She's a 25-year-old girl. She was very lovely the entire time and friendly with everyone. In my company, we also do background checks, but I found nothing on her, and her Instagram was private. We worked closely together multiple times, and we ended up developing somewhat of a friendship. I wouldn't say that we were proper friends, but we got to a friendly point where we would hang out after work sometimes, or spend our breaks together, and we would gossip, etc. Well, 4 months in, she popped up in my Instagram suggestion, and I clicked on her profile. Still private, and I was surprised to see that she had no person from our company who follows her. I clicked, and I sent her a follow request, to which I noticed that she hadn't responded in weeks. I thought that simply she wasn't using Instagram that much, and that's why she hadn't responded, but then I saw that she changed her profile picture at some point. So the next time I saw her, I casually brought it up, and she replied that she doesn't feel comfortable having people from her job following her. But because we were friendly, she followed me back. Once I saw what she posted on her Instagram, my mouth dropped. She was a freelance model, and she has a lot of behind-the-scenes pictures on her Instagram. Very fancy, luxurious lifestyle. Pics of her wearing provocative outfits. Concerned, I brought it up to her that since she is working at our company, she also is representing our company. And having this kind of image on social media will not reflect well, and people won't take us seriously. She got defensive, saying that this is what she does outside of company hours, and it's none of my business, and I can't dictate her personal life, since she doesn't do anything bad or illegal. She's just expressing herself through social media. I said indeed, but it's still not a good look, so she needs to take her posts down. She said that I have no say over that. I warned her, and this decision could have consequences, and she refused to comply, so I ended up firing her. Now, some coworkers and higher-ups are saying that my decision was too harsh and gives a bad look to our company and working environment, while others say that I was 100% justified. There was probably one person who said he was 100% justified, OP themselves. All right, folks, what do you think?
Yeah, major jerk here. This is a huge abuse of power. Like, people are allowed to have lives outside of work. And
Yeah.
it sounds like she had a private Instagram account. She made it clear by not accepting OP's follow request, she did not want him to have a part of this, or them. I guess we don't know their gender. OP, you pushed like, oh, hey, why haven't you done it? Like, and when you're in a position of power over someone, like, it's not cool, and it puts pressure on them. She probably felt pressured to accept OP's friend request because of that, and just
I mean, OP could have just left it at the whole, oh, I don't accept friends on social media. And it sounds like OP pushed and pushed, and this is really why she ended up accepting. And I don't think that she expected one instant that this person would betray them. Like, OP literally betrayed them. And I think that that's really just not a good thing. I think that that's a really terrible thing to do to somebody, earn somebody's trust only to pull out the rug from underneath of them.
right. And like, you're not allowed to dictate your employees' lives outside of work. Like, it's really gross the way OP's being like, well, she has these pictures and it could reflect so badly on our company. First of all, it's a private Instagram account. It's not like she's out there like in front of your workplace being in like posing. Like, if she was using the workspace, or something like that, I could understand the complaint.
Taking pictures in front of the building or the signage, or saying, I work at such and such place, so you should subscribe to me.
Yeah, like if she was explicitly linking herself to the company on this Instagram account in a way that's like, ties the two together, I could understand OP's concerns a little bit more, but this was just her doing her own thing.
But let me know what you folks think. So anyhow, take care and good luck. And Gronswell says, you're the jerk, still can't figure out why you fired her. So she wears bikinis on her private Instagram. And OP replies, it's not that she wears bikini, it's her personal style that's provocative. I think that says it all. I hope that she finds these posts and sues these
Mm-hmm.
people for wrongful termination. All right, folks, and our next creepy letter is titled, Am I a jerk for calling out my sister-in-law in front of everyone when she wouldn't stop making comments about me trying to be a sexy baby? I'm a 27-year-old female and I'm very short, 4'9" and under 100 pounds. I don't want to complain about being small, but there are a lot of people out there, especially other women, who will not take us seriously and are judgmental, make side comments, assume attraction to us is nefarious, etc. A lot of comments simply imply that we're not real women, etc. I'm used to it and usually let it roll off my back, but there's a new one that's picked up momentum that I guess stems from a TV show where this girl is putting on a childish act and saying that I'm a very sexy baby in a cutesy voice, and there's a lot more to it that you can just Google. My sister-in-law Cassie picked this up and has been using it against me. I can't wear a cute outfit without her coming down and chiding me for buying into the whole sexy baby thing, when I'm just wearing an outfit. I'm trying to be me. For goodness sake, I wear a shorter skirt or bows or anything that I think is cute. It's like I'm not allowed to wear cute or sexy things because I'm petite, so I'm automatically seen as trying to be a sexy baby when I'm not. I've asked Cassie to stop or drop it as she maintains that I'm the one opening myself up to judgment and I should dress my age. This came to a head last weekend when we were in my aunt's backyard at the pool. I took off my wrap so I could hang my feet in the pool with my cousins, and Cassie immediately said, "You're a very sexy baby," at me and twirled imaginary pigtails. I raised my voice and I said, "That's a really weird thing to keep saying. What's your problem with me? Why do you keep bringing up that I'm small?" She started to turn red and yelled back that I'm the one who's choosing to walk around looking like that sexy baby. I said that I'm literally just wearing a bathing suit, one-piece halter, and asked her what I should be wearing instead if it's such a problem. She yelled back that I should dress like a grown adult and to stop trying to cause a scene in front of everyone. I said whatever and I just tried to ignore her. Later on, we ended up inside at the same time and she came down on me calling her out in front of everyone. I told her to stop trying to make me feel bad for being small, that I didn't choose this body. She rolled her eyes and told me to grow up, and that trying to start nonsense with her is even more proof. I'm at a loss here, and I'm starting to just not want to be around my family because of her. It's not enough that I get this nonsense from women at work, at the gym, and basically anywhere, and now it's family. Am I the jerk for calling her out? Or even just, I don't know, existing in my own body? All right, folks, what do you think?
No, absolutely not the jerk. This is really inappropriate the way the people are handling things. OP happens to exist in a small body. And as someone else, like, I'm not as short as OP, but I'm also not particularly big. And I've had people who like think that like, oh, people won't take you seriously because you're tiny, and kind of that reaction before too. And it's not fun and it's gross and demeaning. Like, OP doesn't choose how society chooses to view her. That's
Yeah.
not on her. But she should still be able to wear the clothes that she wants. And like this whole idea that, oh, dress your age. Adults dress sexy. Children aren't supposed to.
Yeah, I mean, that's the thing that I wanted to bring up. Like, she has a really twisted view here if she's saying these kinds of things. And this is just plain creepy. Like, her whole comments on everything on OP just come across as really creepy and cringy to me.
Well, my guess is that probably there's some insecurity going on there, and she wants OP to wear basically be covered completely so that people can't see her figure or whatever, because, and it's just, she needs some therapy to work through her issues if she has body image issues.
Yeah.
And stop pinning this all on OP.
Now, what about the rest of the family? Why aren't they standing up to this?
Well,
Like,
exactly.
I think that they are in the wrong as well because they're not putting an end to her nonsense.
Yeah, whoever her husband is should have like stepped in a long time ago and been like, hey, you can't treat my sister-in-law, whatever OP's relation is to him, like that. And
Or sister.
yeah.
So, yeah, I mean, I think that this is really one of those situations where OP needs to talk to her partner, say that their comments are making them really uncomfortable, talk to the rest of the family, say, can you stand up for me when she's making these comments? They're really making me uncomfortable. And then have everyone shut down Cassie, because this is clearly not just an OP problem, but an everyone else problem as well. These people need to put a foot down and set some boundaries and tell Cassie to go away if she doesn't like this.
And stop with the victim blaming too. Like this whole attitude that, oh, well, you're dressing up like this. It's like, it's not, again, OP's decision how people choose to view her. If there are creeps out there who are going to think nefariously, that's on them. It's not on OP.
Exactly.
She should still be able to enjoy her clothes.
She should. But let me know what you folks think. So anyhow, take care and good luck. Alright folks, and our next creepy letter is titled, My Boyfriend Drank Another Woman's Breast Milk. I'm a 25-year-old female, and my boyfriend is a 24-year-old male, and he drank another woman's breast milk. He got it off of Facebook Marketplace. Someone had posted that they had an excess supply that they wanted to give to babies in need. I tried to tell him that, but he disagreed and said that it was for everybody, and because it was free, he wanted to get it. He literally drank it. He got the milk and he drank it. I'm so disgusted. To me, this is like cheating. To him, he says it was just an experiment. He says that I'm overreacting, but I feel sick. Am I the jerk? All right, folks, what do you think?
No, not the jerk and break up with him. I mean, this seems to be violating some very clear boundaries. You were explicit with him that this was not okay, and this milk was specifically intended for babies in need, not for adult men's experiments.
Yeah, I mean, I think there are people who sell breast milk, and there are people who will do this, right? And that's fine. Like, I think that if you drink breast milk, then that's your decision. You can do whatever you want, right? The part that makes me feel like this was especially like nefarious and bad was that he took free breast milk that had an intention of feeding children, and he used it for himself.
Right. Like, it's the person who produced the milk was not clear. It was clear was not interested in having it used for that purpose. They just wanted to do something kind to help babies because, you know, they have access to milk, and that's really awesome. And so it's gross that he would steal from literal babies in need.
Yeah, I just think that this is terrible. I really do. I think that OP should really consider what he's doing here and whether or not this is something that he wants to see, that if they want to see in their future relationship. Because if he's selfish this way, then how is he going to be selfish in other ways?
Right. I mean, do you really want to be with someone who will take the food out of the mouth of babies?
Yeah.
Almost literally.
Yeah. But let me know what you folks think. So anyhow, take care and good luck. All right, folks, and our last letter is titled, Partner of 6 years won't let me see his apartment. I'm aware that people get way into Reddit and stalk deleted posts. Yes, I deleted all of mine after I'm done with them. My partner knows my username. I'm sure that I could search my username too, but I'm pretty sure it at least limits what's viewable once it's deleted. Maybe anyways. 37-year-old female here. He's 42-year-old male. Been together for 6 years. He's lived with me for 2.5 years now. When I met him, he lived in an apartment. He wouldn't let me inside. For the first few years, he said it was because the dog would bite me. He said that he could have his dog meet me on neutral territory. His dog was protective of their home. I asked about it once the weather had turned nice, and he said it was a bad idea because his dog was in bad health, and meeting me might stress the dog into a heart attack. At that point, he told me that I was never allowed to meet the dog, which meant I was not allowed at his apartment. So I let it go for the time being, and he came to see me at my place. The dog eventually passed away a couple of years into the relationship. I waited until he had some time to grieve, and then I mentioned coming to his apartment. He said no, that he needed time to clean. I said okay. About 3 months later, I asked again, and I was told no, he needed to clean. I asked how much did he need to clean and how long. He said that he couldn't quantify it. We did set a timeline of sorts, I don't even remember how long, and that time came and went. Well, about 2.5 years ago, he moved into my place with me. He still has the apartment. He still pays the mortgage and other fees on it monthly. I'm also not allowed inside. Today, I asked him to get serious about cleaning so that he can rent it out. I asked for a timeline. First, he said that he had none, and that I can leave him if I want to have a timeline. Then he gave me a timeline of 6 months. I'm feeling really fed up, honestly, and I'm not sure that I should accept that timeline or just realize that he probably isn't going to do anything with the place. No, he doesn't have some kind of secret family. I've been over and knocked on the door numerous times. He's aware of it too. Just throwing out there because of what people like to jump to, I know all of his family and friends, and he only really ever just goes to work. He said his dog tore the place up, and that's where the problem is. All right, folks, what do you think?
I mean, I don't think you're in the wrong for wanting to see the inside of his house. This is really strange that he is keeping it from you. There's obviously something there he doesn't want Opie to see. Uh, One situation could be a hoarding situation. The house
Yeah.
could really be in a wreck, and he just doesn't have it in him to fix it up. He's not concerned by it. Um, there could be other more possibilities too.
Yeah, I mean, that's what I'm kind of concerned about. I mean, I think definitely hoarding is a possibility. I think they could be a dirty place. And I think that there could also be some nefarious, illegal things happening inside that house.
Yeah.
Whatever they are, I think that they could be happening.
Right. And so I think OP, personally, I would not want to stay in this relationship any longer if you cannot see the inside of his house because you don't know what's going on there. And if there are illegal things going on and he were to get in trouble for them, like, yeah, you don't know, but it's going to be hard to prove you don't know about them,
Yeah.
potentially.
And I mean, I think again, this is a little bit of a disconcerting issue. I would have a really hard time accepting not being able to see inside of a house without a really good reason. Like if he was like, yeah, I'm a hoarder, I need help or something like that, maybe that would be one thing. But also, if your partner might be willing to help you clean or help take care of stuff,
Mm-hmm.
maybe it could be a weekend project. I know he might be embarrassed, but working together might help solve these issues, right?
Right. Well, if you've been together for 6 years, you would hope at this point in time they would have a built enough trust. Like I understand being, you know, if I being like ashamed if you are in that sort of situation, but like, it's really hard when it's a hard position to be in. But at the same time, like if you can't trust your partner, who can you trust?
Mm-hmm. So I can understand OP's concerns here, and I think that OP should be a little more concerned about what might be in the apartment because it seems very odd to me that even in a hoarding situation that he wouldn't allow his partner of 6 years to
Mm-hmm.
see the inside and say, yeah, I mean, this is what I'm dealing with type of thing. So I do worry for OP's sake that there is something else here. But let me know what you folks think. So anyhow, take care and good luck. All right, folks, it is tea time. Grab your beverages of choice. I've got some tea right here, and Amber, she has a joke.
Did the Dalmatian have a good vacation?
It was a little spotty.
Basically, the punchline is in spots.
In spots. In spots. And I have Mega Mint. Alright, folks, that's all the time we have for today. Thank you so much for watching. Happy Manic Monday, folks. I hope your Monday is going well. Amber, we need some kind of moral advice and or guidance, and please have it a little creepy.
It's okay to be creepy, as in liking spooky things. It's not okay to be creepy like the people in these posts.
Maybe all a little bit different reasons. Some to higher degrees than others.
Yeah.
Thanks so much for watching, and we'll see you all tomorrow.
Bye.